If you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner thinking about starting an AI project, stop. Watch this video first because I'm going to tell you a simplified decision-making framework that will save you heartache, lost time, lost money, lost energy, and a big opportunity cost by investing in the wrong AI project or starting an AI project that fails, that doesn't create an ROI, doesn't create any business value, doesn't impact customers, doesn't drive sales, doesn't impact the bottom line. I'm going to show you how to do that in this video right here, right now. What you choose to invest in and not invest in is hypercritical for the success of your business. Getting involved in the right AI project that really moves the needle and makes a giant business impact can be an absolute game changer for you if done right. Now, getting involved in the wrong AI project means lost time, lost money, lots of stress, lots of finger pointing, lots of blame, people being skeptical of AI in general, a lost opportunity cost, getting left behind in the competition, and really hammering your company, losing money, losing time, losing sleep, all because you chose the wrong AI project to get going with. Now, when you have the right decision-making framework, you can make better decisions. You'll choose the AI projects that make sense, that create real value, real impact, and are very helpful, that give you a clear ROI, and that just win. And this is what you want. So I'm going to show you how to make these better decisions right here, right now. Okay, so the step one is you have to have clarity. Clarity is power. What you want to do is you want to define and assess what is truly your goal. Does this AI project help achieve key business objectives like increasing sales, reducing costs, or creating happier customers? Really, to me, these are the main things. Like it has to move the needle. It has to drive things forward. You don't want something to be a project just for a project's sake. You don't want to get involved in AI just because it sounds good. There's a lot of hype about it. People are talking about it. You feel like you're missing out on a trend. That's the wrong reason to get involved in AI. The right reason is we have a real business need. We're clear on that business need. This is our goal. This is our objective. We're going after it. You have to have a business pain. Don't just do an AI project because AI is fun or exciting or anything like that. Make sure it aligns with your goals. So this is the first question you have to ask yourself, and you must be crystal clear and dirt honest about this. Number two is, do you have the necessary budget, people, and technology to support this project? If you don't, stop and say, all right, we do not have this, and can we get this? Or if you can't get it, say, is this not the right time to pursue this project? Because you must have the resources to pull this project off, and take a tough-minded, clear-eyed assessment of what are the resources necessary to pull this off: the budget, the people, and the technology to support this project. Because if you don't have it, you don't want to just go into an AI project half-hearted, and you don't really fund it all the way. You don't really commit all the way. Therefore, it never comes to life. It never comes to fruition. It never creates any results, and it just sort of limps along and then putters and dies. That's not what you want out of an AI project. So you must be crystal clear. And the way you do it is you go through this framework, you ask yourself the right questions, and then you know, yes, I'm into this AI project, or no, I'm not into that AI project. Because having that certainty gives you that peace of mind and knowing you're doing the right thing for your company. Without this, you're just sort of flying blind, you're guessing, you're uncertain, you're hoping, you're wishing, and that's not where you want to be. Step two to deciding about an AI project is do this. You want to evaluate and analyze this project. The first question to ask yourself is, can we technically do this? Like, really, can we pull this off? And what is the evidence or the proof that we have that we can actually do this, that we can pull this off? Is it technically feasible with our current infrastructure? And if it isn't technically feasible with our current infrastructure, what is it going to take to make our infrastructure robust enough that can support this project? You must be crystal clear on this before going in. AI projects fail because people are unclear, or they don't have the infrastructure, or they don't have the budget, or the authority, or the people. People go wrong by just pursuing AI projects sort of half-heartedly, or they have half-baked ideas. They're not committed to them. They don't have the resources necessary to pull it off. They don't have the clarity. They're not committed. So all these problems can be prevented by going through this AI decision-making framework. You just decide, hey, is this going to be the AI project for you? Just use this simple framework. Number 2 is, what's the business impact? Don't you do an AI project just because it's an AI project. AI is nothing more than a tool. It's a fancy and sophisticated tool. It's very powerful, and yet it's a tool. It's a tool that must be used to create business impact. When I mean business impact, it's something that's measurable, something that's tangible, something that's real, something that moves the needle, something that gives you an ROI. So will this project significantly impact revenue, save costs, create customer value, or improve efficiency? These are good areas to stick with when you're looking for what is a good candidate for an AI project. Is it going to drive revenue, meaning more leads, more sales, better conversions? Is it going to cut costs for us? And in cutting costs, that can mean saving time, but that has a cost attached to the time. Is it going to create customer value? Is it going to make customers more valuable to us? Is it going to enhance their experience? How are we going to measure that? Is it going to retain customers for a longer time, increase their lifetime customer value? Will it improve efficiency? Will it eliminate bottlenecks? Will it get rid of a constraint to growth? Meaning we'd like to grow, but we have this bottleneck, but if we added AI, it would eliminate this bottleneck so we can grow much better. The other thing, number 3, is what are the risks? You don't want to just go into this AI project eyes closed and hoping for the best in sort of this Pollyanna-ish optimistic mindset. You want to say, what are the risks? What are the potential downfalls? And how can we manage them effectively? Like, okay, here are the risks. Here's the probability and the impact of these happening. And if each of these for each of these risks that we're looking at and we're assessing, here's what we're doing to mitigate them. Here's what we're doing to manage the risk and mitigate them. Like, that's what you want to do. You want to get the risks out on the table up front. I think it's foolhardily to pretend there are no risks in any AI project. It can be as simple, even a small AI project. There's an opportunity cost. There's a time cost. There's a money cost. You have to be very crystal clear on the risks, knowing them, and then figuring out how do you manage them effectively. Step 3, you want to prioritize and decide. You have to do a cost-benefit analysis. Do the benefits fundamentally outweigh the costs? Is there a clear ROI? And how will you measure the ROI? One of the mistakes people make is they're not crystal clear on the ROI, and they have no good way of measuring the ROI. People get done with the project and people are like, hey, how'd the project go? I'm like, I don't know. I guess it kind of worked. Sort of, maybe. Well, this is insufficient. That's unsatisfactory, and that's not where you want to be. You want to say, our key performance indicator for this project was this. This was our benchmark. This is where we wanted to be. This is what we actually hit. So we're in that ballpark. Or, yeah, we surpassed what our target was. This is where we wanted to be, and here's where we overshot the target. So it was a smashing success. You want to know with absolute crystal clarity. So know your ROI and figure out a way to measure that ROI. Number 2, is it scalable? Now, once you have an AI project and you complete it, can the project grow with your business? And can it be adapted in the future? So as your business grows and as your business evolves, what is going to be the evolution of this AI project? Can it grow with you? Is it constrained? Is it, or can it grow? What will you do to adapt it? You want to think about this AI project, deploying it for now and today, but also as your business grows, what would this AI project or AI system, once it's live and running, what will it look like in its future form? How will it evolve and grow? You want to build that into the AI project. You want to build this sort of extensibility where it can grow and evolve with you as your business, rather than you have this, but then you kind of have this obsolescence. It has this expiration date, a deadline, where once your business grows, now it's obsolete and you've got to just kick it out there, especially if it's tightly integrated, especially if this AI project is tightly integrated into your standard operating procedures and what you do and how you operate your business, basically the very fabric, the DNA of your company itself. You want this AI system to scale and evolve with your business. And number 3 is, are there quick wins? Always be looking for quick wins. I would say when you're starting out with AI projects, That's what you're looking for. You're looking for quick wins that offer disproportional value and impact relative to their time and cost and resource cost. So does this project offer quick, tangible results to build momentum? I can't overstate this enough. In the beginning, what's most important when you're getting started adding AI into your business, you need to get momentum. Because right now, if you haven't done any AI projects, let's say you're a founder of a business and you've used ChatGPT, you understand the power of it, but you don't know where to start to add AI to your business. You want a quick win and you need momentum, and quick wins get you that momentum. They get you off the sideline into the game. You're starting to realize the power of AI. What happens is when you do that, you gain confidence, you gain belief, you gain certainty. Hey, I can get in, I can kind of understand this AI, I can deploy it in my business, I can start getting value from it. It reinforces it because success builds upon success, and that's what you want. You need a small success. To use a baseball analogy, what you're looking for is to strike a base hit. You're not looking for a home run the first time you're up at bat. You're looking for a solid base hit where you get that base hit, you get a win under your belt. Plus, this will convince your team. They might be skeptical. They might think AI is overhyped. They might be threatened by AI, thinking, oh, this AI, here comes this entrepreneur, and they're going to use this AI to replace the team and get rid of all of us. So they may be fearful or threatened. They might be skeptical. But having AI that simplifies their lives, that makes the enterprise run better, that generates more sales or cuts costs, whatever it does, this shows its value day in and day out with real proof by living and breathing it. Step 4, plan and implement. You've gone through this decision making, you're clear on it, you know where you want to go, you know the ROI. Now, start small. One of the big mistakes you can make is just going off half-cocked and saying, I'm all in on AI before even trying it. It's sort of like jumping off a cliff into a body of water, but you haven't checked the depth of the water beforehand. You haven't even tested it out. If it's deep enough, great, it can work. But if it's shallow enough, catastrophic bad things can happen. What you want to do is you want to test the water and say, oh, it's this deep. Okay, I can make this work. Start small. Starting small, it mitigates risk. It mitigates time investment, money investment. It mitigates complexity. You just get in there, get a small win, get some success going, get some momentum, and then go a little bit bigger. Can we test with a small pilot to see if it works? Because you're not just like taking all your chips and going all in and like, I'm all in on AI. That's not the way to go, because that can lead to negative, catastrophic outcomes. Now, number 2 is everyone on board. Do you have support and input from all the necessary people and departments? Now, people can be detractors. They can be active detractors, actively against AI, and they can be passive detractors where they're against AI or they're skeptical, but they're just not vocalizing it. They're not voicing their concerns. So you need support, you need buy-in. And what you can do is you can sell them on the benefits of it. And that's where going for a small pilot, it makes it easy. It's like just take a little sample of AI. You're not consuming the full dish, you're just taking a little sampler. So you want to get the support and input from all the necessary people and departments. You don't want someone that you need their buy-in or you need their support, you need their input for them holding out on you or passively resisting or actively trying to sabotage this project because they see it as a threat or they're scared of it or they're skeptical. Number 3, how will you measure success? Do you have clear metrics to evaluate the project's success? How do you know if this project is a success? How do you know if this project has failed? How do you know if this project went all right? How do you know if this project went amazing? You want to have these crystal clear metrics. You want to define them ahead of time, knowing that once it's done, you can measure it and say, here's what we think is going to happen. Here's what actually happened. And how did we do relative to our expectations? Number 5, improve and learn. Like, are you getting feedback? Do we have a system to gather feedback from users and stakeholders? Because you're going to get 2 things out of this AI project. 1, you get the AI system that's built and deployed, and you get the value from it from the business. 2nd, you have this institutional knowledge and learning. Don't squander that and don't sit on that. Like, really codify it and be aware of it. So you want to gather feedback from users and stakeholders to say, like, all right, what did we learn from this project? And because the goal here if you want to become an AI empowered company, is to be like AI native so that you're good at AI. People can think and deploy AI and use it as a resource. So you want to be able to gather feedback from users and stakeholders and then take that learning and improve. You constantly want to have this, you want to be this self-learning organization where you do something, you learn from it, improve, and then you do something, and learn from it, improve. And you just kind of keep this feedback cycle going over and over. That's what you want to do. The second thing is, can you iterate? Once you get that feedback from the users and the stakeholders that are using this AI system, how do we use that to get it better? How can we make this system better? So that way the AI system is not a static thing, but it's a dynamic thing that's constantly evolving and growing and getting better and better. How do you make the performance get better and better based on that feedback? Because that's what you constantly want to do. You can constantly tweak these systems, make them better and better to meet your needs, to create more value, and so on and so forth. And number 3, are you sharing knowledge? So are you documenting the lessons and sharing the insights so that you have this culture of learning? You want to have learning culture deeply embedded into your enterprise. Here's why. The past belongs to the learned, and the present and future belongs to the learners. So we want to become the learners. We want to document the lessons. We want to share the insights. So you're constantly learning and growing and sharing with each other. So you're all getting better. So you're really figuring out, okay, this AI stuff, you want to figure it out. Over the long term, you're not relying on external agencies or vendors or anything like that to do all of this AI stuff for you, but you can start to bring AI in-house. Using AI is going to be a mission critical core competency of any business moving forward. Using AI is not going to be something that you want to delegate over the long term. You want it to be baked into your company. Documenting the lessons and sharing the insights to foster that culture of learning is going to be highly valuable. So by answering these questions, you can make a step-by-step informed decision about whether to invest in an AI project or to skip it. Now, this is going to ensure it aligns with your business needs and capabilities. You don't want to wing this. You don't want to just thumbs up and thumbs down it, based on a gut feel or an intuition. Using your intuition and gut feel, that's fine. Write that down, what you're feeling, but then take yourself to this strategic framework and then see if it matches your gut feeling and intuition. Once you follow this process, you will make better decisions. Your AI projects will become more successful. Your business will become much better. It will serve customers better. You will make more money. You will grow your business faster and farther than ever before. So if you want this cheat sheet before you make any AI decision, you can download it just by joining my free Skool community. If you want to add AI to your business, I do that for companies. I help install AI systems without tech complexity or hiring anyone new. If that interests you, email me or book a call on my website. Both my email address and my website are available in this video description. Thanks so much.